Hi everyone, I hope you all. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thank you for your continued support, okay? Really do appreciate it. So right now you can see that Bitcoin is breaking down, but I want to reassure you, I won't go into it too much detail, but we still project that Bitcoin's going to 200k in this bull run, okay? Regardless of this sort of little downtrend that we find ourselves in, this corrective pattern that we find ourselves in, and this ABC correction, okay? So right now you can see that Bitcoin effectively, what I'm going to show you, okay? I've seen this as well, Elliott wave theory, okay? I've seen this a lot thrown around the internet. So you got wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and now we're going through wave 5 down, okay? Do you see that before we get the ABC continuation? So that is a probability, and I'm going to show you the targets right now, because I do feel that the bottom is coming close. Obviously this was painting some beautiful structure right here, but you can see it's come up and it's said on the daily 20 EMA, isn't it? It's just contribute. It's a big tick. Yeah, we're still rolling over here. We're still looking to go lower effectively before we make that bottom and that reversal signature that we're looking for. So this is a corrective Elliott wave theory right there. Do you see that? So at the moment you can see that that's kind of playing out, right? So potentially you're going to go lower than this, potentially. Now where is the low? Is it 24k? Is it 20k? Is it 0 as some people anticipate? But I'll show you a couple of key levels of support right now for Bitcoin. So you can see that a lot of people were saying that this was a horizontal triangle, okay? Personally, I don't like this particular pattern like that. I don't like using the wicks personally. So for me, like I said to you, there's key levels here. There's a level of support and there's a level of resistance, and I said to you, when you lose support, go short. And you can see that for me this is a bit of a double M top pattern. See this? Like that, bit of a double M top pattern. You've got this support in the center like that, which was lost, and obviously from that particular level there you've got a breakout target, or a breakdown target, sorry. And you can see that once you lose support, go short. And you can see right now that Bitcoin effectively, that the technical target for me is this, okay? This is a technical target for me for Bitcoin at the moment, 28,540. And if you look to the left, you can see that's a previous swing low down here. Do you see that? So effectively you could lose this level of support, but again, you know, what do I know, you could get the bounce there and form a double bottom. So do anticipate if you do start to come down any more, okay, and you lose that previous test there around about 29,969, if you start to lose that, then this is the technical target for Bitcoin. But what I want to show you, something that I don't really show you many times, is Fibonacci, okay, on a downtrend. So just there is your impulsive move down, isn't it? Just there. Just there, that's it, and that's your impulsive move up. So just there, that's your bottom and that's your top. So right now you can see that Bitcoin is sort of carrying out almost a Fibonacci extension, and just it works on the same way going down as it does on the way up. So right now you can see that Bitcoin made a bottom just here, made a top just there. Do you see that? And it started to form a new impulsive wave down. Do you see this? So it's moving downwards effectively. The trend is your friend, like this. Trend is your friend. Do you see this? And if it continues to come back up, and it said on the 20, this is where you're going to see it keep coming down and get to the extension effectively. And just like on the way up, you get to the extension, you run into a level of resistance, you start to roll over, and just like here, potentially you come back down to this level and start to bounce and get the reversal. Do you see that? Unless you get continuation. But we're looking for the bottom here for Bitcoin, and I do think we are close, to be honest with you. So right now there is a technical target obviously out of the double M top pattern of 28,540, okay, which is a further decrease for Bitcoin from here to there is around about 13%. But if it carries out the extension target, okay, the Fibonacci extension, then you're looking at a further 27% downside for Bitcoin, okay, over the next week or so. Who knows? No one's got a crystal ball, but that's the Fibonacci extension target right there, 24k, and you can see that lines up with a previous swing high, which was spoken about so many times, okay. And hopefully, if we do get back down there, this is where you'll see the bounce and reversal for Bitcoin. But let's watch this space and see what happens, okay? So yeah, so that's basically Bitcoin. At the moment, the trend is your friend, and it is on its way down, isn't it? And we did lose a key level of support just here at 33,713, which we've spoken about so many times. And as you can see, it's the Fibonacci extension retracement level just there as well, off a Fibonacci retracement tool. Do you see that? So the fact that you've lost the golden ratio, okay, there's a higher probability that this extension gets carried out. And it's the same as going up, and it's the same as going down. Once you start to lose the golden ratio, you know, the retracement right there, that support level, then yeah, there's a high probability. I'm not quite sure what the statistic is, but it's quite a high statistic, a percentage that you do carry out that extension down there, the 1618. Do you see that? So yeah, do anticipate that you could be looking at a 24k Bitcoin before we get the bounce and continuation right here for Bitcoin. And for me, that would be true capitulation. That would be absolute fear, and it would actually tie up with the Elliott wave theory that I've seen thrown around as well. You got wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and a potential wave 5 down to 24k right there. Do you see that? So that would actually tie up, and I've seen that thrown around a lot of TA on Twitter and on TradingView as well. So, and then you would be looking at something like this, where you get the A, the B, and then the C continuation and a reversal pattern right there, and then marching onwards and upwards. And we found the end of the C wave right there as well for Bitcoin. Okay, so this would potentially be, on the grand scheme of things, this would be A, B, C. Do you see that, of the Elliott wave as well, of the wave 4 pullback before that wave 5 continuation for Bitcoin to 200k right there? And this could potentially be the bottom, but who knows? No one's got a crystal ball, okay? But I'm still positive, I'm still bullish until we start to form those really massive bearish signals, like I've spoken to you so many times, okay, on the weekly time frame, where we start to lose the EMAs and we start to form the bearish cross on the 20 and the 55. We start to do something like this on the weekly time frame, then that for me, that's your big sell and go to the beach signal from CoinsKid. But so far, we're just coming back and holding support, and we're looking for continuation, aren't we? And shaking out the bulls effectively, shaking out the weak hands. So what I'm going to do is to quickly take a look at the fear and greed index for Bitcoin, okay? So yeah, you can look at the extreme fear and greed index right here for Bitcoin. You can see at the moment we're on 13, okay, which is extreme fear. But if you look down here, towards the end of May there, we hit 10 before we bounced. Okay, look, we're at 10 there and bounced. So do anticipate, come to this chart. I'm going to drop a link into this chart, okay? Come to this chart, and when you see it land on 10, this is potentially where you're seeing it bounce, because you can see 10 bounce. I think that was 11 got the bounce. So at the moment, the lowest that we've formed is a 10. So do anticipate that if you start to see 10 on this chart, that's where you could see a bit of a bounce of Bitcoin, a bit of a relief rally, so to speak, before continuation to these extensions, unless we get the recovery at that point. Okay, so with this Elliott wave theory right here, then you've got wave 1 down, you've got the wave 2 up, you've got the monstrous wave 3, because wave 3 is always the biggest. You've got the wave 4, and then potentially the wave 5. Now let's measure the wave 5, because the wave 5 is usually bigger than the wave 1, but it's never as big as the wave 3. Do you see that? So this wave 1 was roughly 28%, okay, and then wave 2, wave 3, sorry, was roughly 50%. And if we do go through the wave 5 as anticipated right here, then you look at 39%. So yeah, it is the second largest wave, and it usually is, okay? But again, this is theory based. It could come as low as this, 28k and bounce. It could come as low as that, or even 20k, zero. Who knows? No one's got a crystal ball. But so far, you can see that this Elliott wave theory is playing out to a T, isn't it? So yeah, that's basically Bitcoin. Just a little update for you. Do anticipate that we're potentially looking at more downside over the next week or so, unless obviously you're fully aware that if you start to come back up, okay, and this is a reversal pattern still, you know, because you're still making high lows. Look at the wicks, you're still making high lows. As daft as it sounds, you could still see the reversal here, okay? And if you do start to come back up and break this level of resistance right now, because this is potentially a play that you're going to bounce around a little bit, just like you did here, bounce around, come back up, but the eventual target is down here, obviously, and we can't avoid that at the moment. But if you start to get back above DMAs especially and break them, that's where you're getting a reversal signature right there for Bitcoin, okay? But I just want to reassure you that market structure is not completely lost yet, and we're not looking at a bear market at the moment. We're not looking at a bear market, and as you're fully aware, Bitcoin has got really overextended. It's a bit too far ahead of itself, to be honest with you. This bullish, massive bullish momentum just here, you know, since the start of, when was this formed? This was formed in October, and you can see it just absolutely melted faces. It's just got over ahead of itself, and obviously, as you're fully aware, we've got this Wyckoff distribution manipulation at play just here as well for Bitcoin, haven't we? So I'm still bullish, and people have called me a maniac and a bit of an idiot, but I'm still bullish. I just think we've got overextended, really greedy. We're coming back to support, and we're going to test key levels of support, especially before continuation in this bull run. So hold tight, everyone. And again, anything and everything I say is not financial advice, okay? It's for educational entertainment purposes only, and I just say what I see. I always have and always will, okay? Take care, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with another Bitcoin update. Bye bye.